University Dance Theater is a company that is not necessarily part of the dance minor. You don't have to be a dance minor to be in the company, and you also don't have to be in the company if you are a dance minor. Anyone on campus is allowed to perform. Foundationally, we want to make sure that students are training so that you don't just show up on stage dancing, but you actually have at least 2 classes every week so that you become a better dancer. And it's an opportunity for students to train and to perform and to choreograph and win scholarships for that as well.
Dasia Hinkle is a senior at Western Illinois University, studying graphic design as a major and dance as a minor. She has been dancing since she was 7 years old and with UDT for 2 years. This year, Hinkle decides to choreograph her own piece.
What I was doing last time, so I was like, yeah, left, right, up, down, left, right. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, right? So yeah, okay. So look, wait, look, wait, look, wait, look, right.
Well, I originally joined UDT because I wanted to continue technical trained dancing. In college, I didn't want all the training I had before in previous dance companies to go to waste. So I found out about UDT by 2 of my friends that were already in UDT, and they eagerly was like, yeah, you have to sign up, you have to sign up. So I went, auditioned, and made it in the company sophomore year.
Since her sophomore year on UDT, Dasia has shown and developed her passion for dance. Her passion shines with every move she makes and everyone sees it.
She's a really strong dancer, so I was really excited about seeing what she was going to put together, especially this being her first year choreographing.
Choreographing is a little trickier. We have a lot of people who are interested in choreographing, and so there aren't enough hours in the day to have, and enough dancers to have everyone take advantage of that opportunity right off the bat.
The song choice that I chose for my piece, when I heard it, I seen movement in my head, so I was like, okay. I felt as if if I can picture things happening here, okay, I want dancing here, I want this part here and this part here, then I know that would have been a good base for me to choreograph to, rather than picking a song and just being completely blank and not knowing what I wanted to choreograph, because that would have been a lot harder on myself to come up with material for that dance.
I love Dasia's dance. It's challenging. I've never done anything like it. I love it.
I took an improv class with Dasia last semester, and my teacher was always like, watch Dasia, because she has a lot of really cool, confident and like ease to her dancing. So I was really excited that she cast me in her piece, because I knew it was going to be about that kind of style.
Dasia is very prepared, very prepared. It's been a long time since I've seen someone come. She comes with choreography. She's just like, I want this, boom, bow, and that's it. And that's what I really love, that she's prepared, she's organized, she comes ready to teach, and that's it.
I just felt dancing-wise, I had a lot of knowledge and background just based off of the classes I took in order to prepare me to actually choreograph my own piece. I've always had thoughts and ideas, but this semester just really solidified, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a piece this time, so.
She gives us time to learn it. It's like she doesn't teach it and be like, okay, do it. Like, she gives us time to really get it in our minds and everything, and that's what I love the most, because I've been in some pieces where they just throw it at me and I'm expected to do it.
She's actually a lovely choreographer as well. Beautiful dancer and a really wonderful choreographer. Yeah, she's just lovely.
her body. She's really graceful. I love her face. Her face, she shows so much like energy.
It's almost natural in a way. I know she's been trained and everything, but everything comes so quick to her. Like anything, like the teachers or the professor's teacher, she can do like instantly on both sides, left and right. It's crazy.
I just felt that I was more prepared to actually choreograph a piece. I've thought about it in more so last year, not my first semester, but I just wanted to really get a grasp for UDT before I decided to choreograph.
This dance really brings out a lot of endurance. Like, for example, when Dasia, when she described the piece, this is something like a battle type dance, and this is something I haven't done in a long time, like we're battling one another.
It means everything to me because it's a black woman, you know, teaching a majority black cast, and it's just amazing to see her direct and be in charge for once, you know, and I love it. I just want to showcase what she gives us to everybody to show that we can do everything that anybody else can do.
I think the diversity is cool, you know, because we don't all look the same and like our body types are pretty different, but we all can access that dominance and that strength to the movement.
It was more so just listening to the song, feeling it out, see how I thought about it in my head, and then just in my spare time or like in my room and stuff, I just came up with movement and created a whole piece. So.
After all of Dasia's hard work in choreographing and her castmates practicing, it's time for the show. And that itself takes a lot of time and preparation.
It's a lot of work. We have, I didn't get there, did I? We have lighting designers and costume designers. So we start our week, Sunday we had what's called a 10 of 12. So we were in the theater from 9 o'clock in the morning till 9 at night. In that time, you have to have 2 hours off at some point. So we work 10 hours of 12 on Sunday. And that's when our lighting designers, who have already met with choreographers, they've already seen the dances, then they design the lights. Costume designers have already met with the choreographers in the previous 3, 4, 5 weeks to design the costumes. And so then we get to put it all together when we get together on Sunday. Tonight will be our first sort of full run through with costumes and all the technical aspects in place with the curtain going up and down. Trying to make the quick changes happen so that the audience isn't waiting. We have 9 pieces in the main stage in the Spring Dance Gala. And so a dance happens by one choreographer, it gets over, curtain comes in, lights come up in the house, you get to read your program, see what the title of the piece is, dancers change their clothes really fast, and then we do the next piece. So it's a nice little cycle, but it takes some planning and some pretty strong production values from our lighting designers and our team, our stage management team.
And now, time for the show.
Really wonderful. Her first piece of choreography. She did a fantastic job. I wish it were longer because she had some wonderful crafting, putting the pieces together. She's such a gorgeous dancer and a skilled mover. She created some really inventive movement material, which is hard to do, to make things that are different and new, and she did that. And it's like, yay, keep going, make it longer, make it bigger, make it more. Yeah, she did a great job.
I think it'll look powerful. Like the meaning behind it, I think that she's portraying it very well, like with her movement and everything. And I think it's gonna look very powerful and it's gonna shock a lot of people because Dasia's a very like graceful dancer. And it's like, it's crazy that she's coming up with all this hard hidden stuff. So it's like, I think it'll be very, very powerful.
I feel like the outcome will be really strong. It is closing the emerging choreographer showcase on Saturday. So I feel like, gotta save the best for last, right? So I feel like my piece will stand on its own and my dancers are strong enough and they executed really well, so. Cause it's like, you're gonna do this. Turn and go away. Turn, switch, rotate, and then not to stop. And stay. Kind of hard to do it. Okay, stop. And then lean back, come up. First person goes under their arm. And then kind of sits down. Goes up. And then you pushing back like the same thing again, but it's different. And then the other person does like a little kick.